Fallout 76 won't feature crossplay, despite Sony supporting it. A few days ago, Sony finally announced that it would start supporting crossplay and is beginning by allowing PS4 Fortnite players to game with those on the Nintendo Switch and Xbox One. This is great news and was no doubt helped along by the vocal gamers who criticised Sony for not playing ball. I made a video recently that covered the news that Bethesda's Pete Hines went as far as to state that the Elder Scrolls Legends wouldn't be released on platforms that didn't support crossplay. Despite the fact that Bethesda feels so strongly about crossplay, it has been announced that Fallout 76 will not feature crossplay, even though Sony now supports it. For those unaware, Fallout 76 is an upcoming Fallout game which will feature online co-op that allows players to work or fight together to survive in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. Pete Hines took to Twitter to congratulate Sony, and then tweeted, "Folks, chill. I work with a lot of devs and games for whom this is important going forward. Fallout 76 does not support crossplay for a number of reasons. I have no idea if it ever will, but I assure you it is not on our radar right now as we focus on beta and launch." A fan then asked why it wasn't possible with Fallout 76, to which Hines replied, "I never said possible. I said it doesn't support it and it's not going to be a focus at this point with beta and launch so close on the horizon." Another Twitter user said, "Wasn't your reasoning for not having it that Sony wouldn't get their heads out of their arses? Is it simply too late in development to turn around and start designing it at this point?" To which Hines replied, "We're 7 weeks from launch." Now, don't get me wrong, the decision for Fallout 76 to support crossplay is up to Bethesda, but I find it a little odd that Bethesda has fired shots at Sony for not enabling crossplay and yet aren't embracing it themselves. Pete Hines seemed to imply that Fallout 76 is too far into development for crossplay to be available, at least at launch, but in an interview Bethesda's Todd Howard gave in July, he strongly implied that Bethesda did want crossplay for Fallout 76, but that because of Sony it wasn't possible. The article reads, Todd Howard told GameStar.de via CNET that "We would love to do crossplay in Fallout 76, but right now that's not possible. The reason he says is Sony, which is not as helpful as everyone would like." I totally get that a company can't just flick a switch and enable crossplay in their game at the last moment, but it seems a bit off to me that a company that's been so supportive on the crossplay issue now seems to be backing off once the ball's in its court. I'm sure Fallout 76 will be successful with or without crossplay, but it would be great if Bethesda put its money where its mouth is and updated the game to support such a feature. It just surprises me that after months of criticising Sony for lack of crossplay support, Hines' reaction on Twitter was so muted. I'm sure the game is too far in development for it to be available at launch, but Hines could have taken to Twitter and explained Bethesda will look into it via an update. Instead, it seems it's not the focus for Bethesda, it's not even on the radar, and Hines has no idea whether it will support the feature. Look, Bethesda has made some of my favourite games of all time, but I feel it should refrain from calling out other companies in this way. Sony may have taken a long time to support crossplay, but let's not forget that Bethesda is still pushing paid mods. Time will tell whether or not Fallout 76 will eventually support crossplay, but no doubt it's a feature many fans would love to see added. If you enjoyed this video then please give it a like, leave a comment and share it, that really helps my channel grow. If you're new then feel free to subscribe. I put out at least 2 videos a week and cover everything from video games to films to books. See you next time.